Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Against the Storm demo. Now this is a city builder where beavers, lizards and humans live in harmony together. Where is the catch, you ask? Well, as the name suggests, they live in a permanent storm and it's not so easy. It's a bit of a tough life, you know? Now because I already played this game and won it, I have gain some better buildings like brewery and tavern. Otherwise you can only pick the basic buildings. We're also going to grab forager's camp and a trapper's camp. I'll talk more about those later. And then we can pick a house for a specific race. We're going to pick the lizard's house because it only cost 1 point and that's what we had left. These houses are good because they are if the specific race is going to live in housemen, for them they'll be happier. Otherwise you can build shelters which are fine but not as cool. Now this is where you begin the game. This is the heart. This is the most important building. It's the heart of the colony. If the fire goes out, the people will lose hope. On the left you can see your races. Currently we have 3 of each race. Each race is a little bit better than something else. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But the most important thing here is the resolve here. If the resolve gets too low, the people will die or leave, and it's essentially going to be game over. So you got to make sure that you keep it high. First thing we have to do is we have to build a lumber camp. We're actually going to build 2 immediately. We're going to build 1 there and then 1, let's say, here. And then we want to check the resources that we've got. So here we've got some mushrooms. So I'm going to build a forager's camp to grab these mushrooms. And we have a small whetstone deposit. That's really cool because that would allow us to build human houses had we had them, which we don't. You also need to assign a worker here to the heart. And to every building that's finished, you need to assign a worker. Any worker that's not assigned is going to be building whatever you can be building. Now at this point we have assigned our people, at least some of them, and we have built the lumber camp. So the next thing you gotta do is well actually you don't have to. If you just have the lumber camps like this, they will just cut down some random trees, or you can tell them which trees to cut down, and that's very important because the resources we have in this area are just not gonna be enough, so we have to go and explore. Each of these misty areas is called a glade, and what it will do is it will allow us to discover what's there and essentially find either a new sort of resource or for food or for resources and things like that. So that's really important. So that's why you want to set this up. Now you can read about the races, so let me do that. Humans, a resilient and adaptable race. Humans are adept at farming and very religious. Well, I'm going to read it to you. Why don't we follow a human? I'm going to zoom in and watch them. Beavers. A hardworking and honest people. Beavers are gifted workers, woodworkers and engineers. And finally, lizards. Born hunters and warriors. Lizards are aggressive and prefer to never leave the warmth of a cozy heart. Now each of these are wearing like a raincoat or something like that, so you actually can't see their faces too much. So this is our human. Here we've got our lizards and a beaver over here, Gamdor. You can also, okay, we gotta assign somebody to go and grab food. So here we actually have to have beavers. So we should sort of unassign them from the wood cutting camps and put them in here instead. So we're gonna, actually we don't have anybody to go there. So we're just gonna unassign this beaver and send him here because food is the most important thing. Now this thing on the right is at sort of like a bonus that we can pick at the start of the game. No one can weather the storms alone. The Queen offers a cornerstone to pick that will lay the foundation for a town prosperity. Choose wisely as you won't be able to change it. So we can pick 3 extra lizards. Queen's Blessing, this will increase the global resolve by 2. Very good, because this will kind of be very important over time. At the start, the resolve is pretty good, but as we move through the game, the storm gets worse and worse, and your people are going to have like a permanent negative effect, you know, like it's always rain, it's hard, you know, it's not a good time. There'll be a lot of negative effects to the resolve, so this is going to be very important. More humans or increased whetstone production. I'm going to grab more lizards because I have a lizard house, so I can actually house them if I wanted to. So let me just put this lizard over here. Now the Queen gave us some stuff, but she also wants things. She gives us these quests. They will show up over time, and if you fulfill them, she'll give you a bonus. But if you don't fulfill them, then she'll be upset. So essentially you need to fulfill 8 quests in order to win, or if it takes you too long, she'll become impatient and she'll destroy you. You already finished one of the first quest, which is first steps. We got enough wood and 2 lumber camps. This will give us 2 beavers and a small box of tools. We're gonna grab that, and now we're going to start building houses or shelters so that our people have a place to stay. So we're gonna build a shelter. I would like to build it in kind of like a circular fashion if I can. Yeah, I can do that. Good. So we're gonna build it like this. We're gonna have 4. So this is 4 times 8, so that's enough for 32 people. Sorry, 4 times 4, so this is enough for 16 people, and we've got 11 plus 3, so we've got 14 people. Later on, we'll be able to build a specific house like lizard house, but for that we need clay, which we don't have. At the moment, we're getting some stone. No, we're actually not getting stone because I didn't build the right building for it. Now, let me first set up the path for the next set of trees. We want them to go through there and then through here. But we unlocked this area, and here we can find reeds. Now, reeds would be useful for us if we cared about beaver houses, but we don't, so it might not be. Let me check how much the tavern and the brewery. Yeah, that needs reeds and whetstone and clay. That needs all of it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a scavenger camp, which needs either clay or reed. I'm gonna build it over here, and then once we found the clay deposit, we can move it if we wanted to. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the... You could also build a trading post to trade, which is a pretty good thing to do, so we should do that. Trading post just cost us wood, but I'm probably gonna... Well, actually, we could place it over here. Let's do it. Let's place it over there. Now, we do have enough food at the moment, but we're gonna start struggling with food soon, so I'd really like to find a fertile land, in which case we could build a farm, which would be very useful. Now, you can click on one of these, and you can see all the modifiers that affect their resolve. So... they are eating moth larvae meat, so they're happy with that. They're eating mushrooms, very happy. Roots, very happy. They have hope. This is like a global modifier that everybody has. 5 of them, however, are homeless, so that makes them unhappy. And that's it. And in total, they're having a +1 effect. Now again, we could check other... The beavers have +5, so that's working pretty well. Now we found some additional glades. We found... Ooh, small large burrow, that's great. So we're gonna put a trapper scamp here to get the meat. And then here we found clay, so that's great. So once we're done with this reed deposit, we're gonna move the scavenger camp over there. Now let me set up a path for trees over here to find this big glade there. And I'm also going to tell them to make a little bit of space this way. Actually, I mean, I should theoretically wait till they finish this so we can see the new glade, because we don't... Actually, we're gonna do that. We don't have any food, so the problem is if I tell them to do both things at once, they might run out of food before they find a new source of food. So that might be a problem. So that's why I'm just gonna leave this. Once they do that, I'm gonna start moving in this direction. Forager's camp has no deposits nearby. Okay, this one's done. So we should move it somewhere, but there's nowhere to move it. So we can either remove it, but then we have to rebuild it again. So I'm actually not gonna remove it. I'm just gonna take the workers away, and then I'm gonna move it once I find a new source for that. So scavenger camp is not finished, and this trapper's camp is not finished either. We could potentially... We have 9 people left. This is only gonna take like 6. Okay, see, we move to the next sort of like a weather. So now we could harvest had we had anything to harvest, which we don't, but if we did, we could now. So this is gonna be showing you like how the time moves through different weather patterns, I guess. And this will also affect like when the trader comes. Usually it comes at 3/4 of a clearance. Right, so we're gonna send a beaver and a lizard here. We're gonna be working in the scavenger camp to get me some reeds. Now this is blinking, so it means we have a couple more quests. So what do they want from us? They want a lot more beavers, a lot of whetstone. We should be getting that from... Actually, we are not getting that yet, so let's build something to get that. We have a stonemason camp. This will get us whetstone. Let's place it the opposite of the lumber camp. Do we still have enough? 16? We still have only 13 plus 3. We have exactly 16 people. That's fine. We need to send some people here into the trapper's camp. We'll put a beaver and a lizard. And here, we're still waiting to finish that. Now, in the trading post, at the 4th quarter of a drizzle... Okay, so this time it's the 4th quarter. For me, it was usually the 3rd quarter in my test game, but... doesn't really matter. And okay, they're almost finished with this, so we want to set... I'm going to tell them to go this way because this is shorter. And then we're going to start moving this way. Also, I want to make more space for the shelters. Okay, we need somebody to be working here. A lizard. Oh, it needs to be a human. So let's grab a human out of the woodworking camps because beavers prefer to work at the woodworking camps anyway. No, okay, no, sorry, not at the forager camp. That was my mistake. I was gonna place you here. Yes. Okay, here we found a small mushroom patch. So we're gonna grab this, move it over here, and now we can assign a human and 2 beavers. Okay, so we're just gonna grab the beavers away from the lumber camp and put them back into this. That's okay, that's okay. It's going to allow us to get some mushrooms, and here we've got clay ready for when we need it. Are you guys not getting any reed just yet? They're a bit slow. We do have some people. Oh, actually it's because we have set up to both clay and reed. We just want reed. We don't want clay. There's apparently some clay nearby here as well. Okay, we've already found the path to it. Oh, we've got fertile land. That's amazing. So first thing, we only have 4 people left. So we're actually going to start by building a farm. I'm going to build a farm here. Then I'm going to tell my woodworkers to remove the tree here so that I can see whether there's more farmland there. And then they're going to also remove some trees here and this way so that we could kind of see what's there. Pretty well timed as we've got 4 people. 2 of them will work in the farm. We could potentially build an additional lumber camp, but I think we're gonna build something else probably soon, or a scavenger camp to get the clay faster. Yeah, that could be useful. Let's get a scavenger camp to get the clay from here. Me read about the storm. The storm will greatly affect your village's resolve. You should build houses and have enough supplies to keep your people safe. In dire situation, you can also boost resolve by sacrificing resources like wood in the heart. And after you successfully survive the storm, the queen will offer you a gift to help you survive the next year. So essentially every year after the storm, we'll get some bonus. See, now the storm has come and nothing grows, but we should get the trader. Oh, 4th quarter of a drizzle, so not yet. Okay. But you can see here that they have a pretty high negative effect. Oh, we have 2 homeless people. I did not realize that. Let me build... Can I build the lizard housing? Yes, I can. So I'm going to build a house for the lizards. So 2 of the lizards are going to be moving into the lizard house. And then there's going to be still 1 homeless person. So let's actually build 2 of these lizard houses because we can. We don't have the space for that yet though. So we're gonna have 1 lizard house kind of here. Near the farm, you know, like these 2 lizards, they just want to work on the farm. Actually just one of them. Because in the farm they have to have a human, but it's alright, it's alright. It's still working. Now we could sacrifice here some wood which will increase 1 bonus resolve. We're actually gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure everybody's super happy. Oh, the small lava burrow has been depleted and the small mushroom patch as well. So do you have resources still? You do have resources here, so let's move you over there. This is the trapper's camp. They still seem to be grabbing something. But yeah, we're gonna have to move it pretty soon because they won't have anything else to do. It's a bit unfortunate. Okay. Now we can send a lizard guy here. Actually no, we should have put the human here and the lizard there so they can take care of the clay. Now we finished the reed, so we can deliver this and we'll gain extra root and amber pouch, widely accepted currency among folks of all races. We could also gain some tools, so let's do all of those. Oh, and we've get a newcomer, so we could get lizards and a beaver or humans. I think I'm gonna grab the lizards and the beaver. And then we could get either more people. We're gonna grab the roots this time because we don't want any more people. And oh, we finished the quest. Plus 5 pieces of tools, even more amber pouch. That's good. We can use that with the trader. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some more houses for my lizards. So I'm going to place a house this way. And because a lot of our, 6 of our lizards are homeless and 2 humans. So that's 8 people and 1. So that's 9 people total. So we're going to have to build at least 1 more shelter. I was kind of hoping we could do without a shelter. But we're going to have to build 1. So let's build a shelter over there. Stone Mason's camp has no deposit nearby. Is there any other? There is no stone anywhere else. So we're just going to kick the people out of here. And we need a new path for our lumberjacks. Let's put it over there, and they'll also finish this path soon. And I think we're going to need one more lumber camp, by the way, because we're getting a lot of people. So let's build one more lumber camp over there. Alright, we've got a lizard house, so that should make people a bit happier. And humans are getting problematic. They have hostility of the forest. It's on everyone, actually. They're pretty unhappy because they're homeless. Well, that should get fixed pretty soon, as the lizards... Oh, so the lizard moved in, but they didn't really help with the humans. You could do lighter treatment. This will help you make these guys, we can do it. You're gonna make them a little bit happier. It'll make everybody else a little bit less happy. So now humans get +2, but beavers get -2, and so do the lizards. But it will work temporarily until everybody gets shelter. So let's send lizards here in the lumber camp. And also the stonemason camp, we don't need anybody there because we need to find a new path first. Now here we need to set up farmland, so we want to do grain in most of these, and in these few patches we're gonna do mushrooms, and then we can use the grain to make ale in the brewery. We're gonna do later. Okay, we should find this new glade very, very soon. Oh, a new quest. Couple new quests, nothing we can finish. And still no... Ooh, yes, what did we find? We found one tool and a root deposit, so that's food. So we have a mushroom thing there. We have a lot of free workers, so let's build one more forager camp there. We also have another farm here, which we might do, but I think we're gonna leave that for later. Want a path there. And we definitely want more space over here. Try to go this way as well. We'll tell them to work on this and also on these two. Stonemason camp and Trapper's camp has no deposit nearby. Yeah, unfortunately there's just nothing there, so there's not much I can do to help out with this. There's some clay here, but we don't need to work there. 4 people left, that's good, that's good. And this is the Trapper's camp, also no, well, actually let's say, is he gonna do something? Because it says nothing here, but it seems like they're still doing some work. You can also follow these beavers. I do like that. Oh, it's actually 2 of them walking together. It seemed like he was holding him with the wood. that was kind of interesting. Come on, cut it. Yeah, and we're gonna discover a brand new glade. So hopefully maybe there'll be something cool there. Big clay deposit and 2 roots per minute. So now we're gonna gain more roots here. Are we getting roots here? Yes, that's pretty good for us. Clay deposit is nice, but it's not exactly what we wanted. Yeah, they're not making anything there, so we're just gonna send them away from that. Medium mushroom patch depleted, but there's one more there, so we don't have to worry about it. How are we doing with... Oh, we still have... Okay, so we only have problem with the unfair treatment, so we're going to turn that off now because nobody is homeless, so it shouldn't have that much of a negative effect. And we should... Okay, what else? Can we finally build my thing? Brewery. I need 1 more whetstone and 1 more clay. Well, we're getting the clay, not getting the whetstone. We have clay over there as well. But no stone. But also tell them to go this way. My lumberjacks, after they're done with this batch. Okay, we've got to send people here. I kind of thought we already had them, but apparently not. So this is going to give us a lot of roots, which is very good. A lot of food. Because we have... Ooh! We've kind of almost run out of food, so that was like a last second catch. Still nobody here at the trader post? No? It's kind of interesting. I kind of thought they would be there more. But we are getting some mushrooms from this. And soon, hopefully, we can get some from the food here as well. Trapper's camp has no deposit stonemason. Yeah, we already know that. Okay, we've got a couple more quests to track. They want us to get planks. We can't actually make planks, so we gotta go to the trader to get that. Discover 2 more glades, we're working on that. Get 30 ale, I would love that, but I need... Actually, do I need... Maybe it will work now. The brewery. I need one more whetstone, that's the problem. I mean, I can't set it up, but I won't be able to build it until we get that one whetstone. And then for tavern, we're gonna need 3 more whetstones. So hopefully we can find some whetstone somewhere near. Milk cap mushroom, we're working on that. On the wood, we're working as well. So we have set up the wood path here and here. We'll see which one is... we're gonna speed it up a bit more. We'll see which one of those is faster. So until we find a new source, there's really not much we can do. I could build a farm. I'm gonna build one more farm. Not a farm field. One more farm here. And then we're gonna set like a farm field for mushrooms. Because the grain, we gotta turn it into something else, so... And we're not really getting it yet because it's not harvest time yet, but soon. We do have nobody homeless, right? You gotta always check that. Yeah, nobody's homeless, that's good. Let's hopefully they'll cut this down soon so we can get some good bonuses. Well, I really wish we could get that whetstone, that'd be really, really useful. Also reed, are we getting reed somewhere? We're getting reed here. That's good, that's good. Yeah, but we'll keep focusing on reed. We don't need, we get the clay from here. Yeah, so this can be focused all about. Why don't you want to give me reed? Okay, well, we'll just get both then. That's fine, that's fine. Just get both. Get both, it's all good. Oh yes, trader, finally. Okay, so we could pay these ember to get some really good stuff. So, for example, we could get a blueprint for a tavern. We don't need that because we already know how to do it. Blueprint for a beaver house might be interesting. Reputation, this will help us go closer to the end game. We could also get this strange artifact +5 to global resolve. This is really useful because it just makes everybody a little bit happier. If we were to exchange it for 5 of these emberstone, he would be super happy, so we can gain some more stuff. We need whetstone. We need at least, we're gonna grab 20 of it. And I'm also, actually I can get everything else, so I don't need to worry about it. So let me just see how much more do I need to pay you. If I give you 8. If I give you 10. Okay, so then not 20, but how about 16? What about 14? We need 8 and 1, I think, so that should be fine. So 14 should be enough. So we're gonna trade this. Oh, he's still not happy enough. Okay, so we'll give him 1 extra clay. Now, how about 3 extra clay? Yes, great. So he agreed. So now we should have enough to build the brewery, which will allow us to turn grain into ale. And then we could build a tavern, which I think would be really, really useful. I think they would like that. Tavern. So we'll build a tavern. I would like it kind of nearby, but there's really no space. If I move this camp to, I don't know, there, can I then build the tavern? Yes, I can build it here. Yes. Sotra has left the village. How dare you? How dare you? No, we're gonna put a lizard and a human. And we'll put a farm field of mushrooms so that we can make sure we've got enough good food. Because we're making the grain up here, so it should be okay. Hopefully. And we should... Are we still not getting much food? We've got some roots, but we're apparently eating them up immediately. We still have 25 mushrooms, so it's not terrible. Also, we have now this bonus here from the ancient artifact, so that's really good. Unfortunately, we get like -15 from being a part of the storm, so that's not ideal. But we should still be able to handle it pretty easily. We only need reed for this, which we should be getting here, so that's good. Yes. Drizzle has come. We can get more people. We're gonna grab a few of these, so we need to build 1 more shelter, I think. We're also going to build 1 more... What is the beaver house? Lizard house is clay. Yeah, we've got plenty of clay. And we can grab... Ooh, beavers have +7 resolve or grab food. We're gonna grab 60 meat. I think that's gonna be helpful because this should make a lot of people happier, just like being able to eat meat. Roots, mushroom roots, and we'll get meat. Okay, so eating bread. So actually, I thought they would be a bit happier about this, but okay. I thought the humans would like the meat a bit more, but that's alright. Oh, we discovered this. Is there any stone here? No, it's just reed and clay. It's unfortunate. Ooh, some of our lizard woodcutters have died. Interesting, interesting. But we could move this clay production then here. And just let them go both to grab the reed here and the clay from there, which is useful. Actually, I don't see anything there. It's interesting, we made the path there, but it doesn't show us. That's a bit sad. Can I do anything more about it? I don't think so. I think we gotta go a bit more here on the inside to find some more stuff. So like this way, for example. I'd really like to finish like the tower and things like that. This is a lumber camp, so we can put the people back in here. Just turn this off. Medium mushroom. Yeah, this thing is done. Where do we have any more mushrooms? Either here or... Oh, there's nothing here? Okay, so it gotta be that spot over there, so next to this one. Okay. Okay, now we finished the tavern. Now the tavern will make ale, however, we don't have anybody who is... Oh, and a spark ale as well. Only lizards are brave enough to try it. It can be drunk in the tavern and produced in the brewery. But this is like a regular ale for each one of these races. That's very cool. We do not have grain yet, or do we? No, we don't. We are growing it here, however, so we should get to grain soon. Just not yet. This is a trapper's camp. Yeah, nothing to do there. We do have the farm here for some mushrooms, so we should be getting enough food. We still have 30 meat, and we're getting the roots from here. They're really gonna have to start working on this new glade, because we need to find some new sorts of food. Medium root has been depleted. Yeah, we've got no source of food now. So let me just turn this off to really make sure that they start focusing on the food here. Yes, we've got this thing. So now we could place lizards here, and they will make ale. Actually gonna just say ale, not the sparkling ale. Oh, and we found... Ooh, this is great. So we could grab this hut, move it to here, and we're gonna get a lot of meat. Unassign somebody from elsewhere. Send the human. Here, a beaver, and... No, this has to be a lizard. Okay, I need to find somewhere where I have a lizard where it doesn't need to be. Yeah. Here we can have a lizard. Good. Farmers can harvest planted crops, so now we can harvest grain, which will allow us to make the ale. Which is what we wanted. But we are way over time now. So I think we're going to end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down the comments. And you can click on the right to watch some other city builders. I'll see you there. Bye bye.